Beyond Two Souls, developed by Quantic Dream and released in 2013, is a narrative game that is mostly cinematic storytelling with a bit of interactive gameplay. With its cast, including performances from Elliot Page and Willem Dafoe, and its intense approach to storytelling and cinematic feel, Quantic Dream did once again a movie with quick-time events. However, while it excels in several story areas, it also struggles with key gameplay elements, leaving me with mixed feelings. Clearly, its most striking aspects is its cinematic presentation, which sets it apart from other games. Elliot Page's portrayal of Jodie Holmes, the player character, is deeply moving, since she carries the burden of her supernatural powers and the irregular life that comes with it. Page's and everyone else's performance is enhanced by excellent motion capture technology for the time, which is great even a decade later. It brings a level of realism and emotional expression that was and still is rare in games at times. Willem Dafoe also shines as a scientist who becomes a surrogate father figure to Jodie while studying her abilities. The game's narrative structure is another bold choice that distinguishes Beyond Two Souls from more conventional video game storytelling. The story unfolds in a non-linear fashion, jumping between different points in Jodie's life. We witness her as a young girl struggling to understand her connection with Aiden, a mysterious entity tethered to her, as well as in moments of adulthood when she is on the run from the government. I personally dislike this choice, although there is an option to play it in chronological order also. The original non-linear way is clearly a choice of which they can show later in the game more difficult parts instead of having difficult parts being her and there. The frequent time jumps between different periods of Jodie's life can make the story feel disorienting, causing players to lose track of the overall timeline. Certain events seem disconnected from the central plot, and the fragmented storytelling can interrupt the emotional flow of the game. One strength of Beyond Two Souls lies in its portrayal of relationships, particularly the bond between Jodie and Aiden. The dynamic between the two is the game's core in gameplay and storytelling, as Jodie's connection to Aiden is both a blessing and a curse. Aiden, who can manipulate objects and control people, offers Jodie protection but also isolates her from the rest of society. This duality is explored throughout the game, creating moments of tension, intimacy, and reflection. Additionally, the relationships Jodie forms with other characters, such as Nathan Dawkins and Cole Freeman, feel meaningful, contributing to the game's emotional depth. The choices players make in these interactions shape how characters respond to Jodie, giving the illusion of player-driven relationships. Despite its narrative strengths, Beyond Two Souls falters when it comes to game feel and interactivity. Much of the gameplay revolves around quick-time events or just watching things happen. In quick-time events, players must press specific buttons at the right time to execute actions. While QTEs can heighten tension in certain moments, they often feel restrictive and lack the depth players might expect from a game. Though the game promises to offer branching storylines based on player decisions, many of the choices have minimal impact on the overall narrative. The result is that, while players can influence small details, the larger story remains largely unchanged, which can be disappointing for those seeking a more dynamic experience. The underdevelopment of core gameplay mechanics further hampers the overall experience. Players control both Jodie and Aiden throughout the game, but Aiden's abilities, while initially intriguing, are limited by the game's scripting. Aiden can interact with the environment and manipulate certain objects, but his interactions are often predetermined, reducing the sense of freedom and creativity in gameplay. This repetitiveness can make Aiden's sections feel like a missed opportunity, as the potential for more dynamic, free-form gameplay is never fully realized. Moreover, while the game offers a variety of beautifully designed environments, from laboratories to vast deserts and urban settings, the exploration within these spaces is often confined to narrow, linear paths. The game's levels are mostly set pieces for the unfolding drama, offering little room for exploration or environmental interaction. In conclusion, Beyond Two Souls is an ambitious game that succeeds what it tries to do in many ways but falls short in others. Its cinematic presentation, outstanding performances, and emotionally charged narrative offer a unique experience that few games can match to this date. For people who value storytelling and character development, it provides a great experience. However, the game's limitations in terms of interactivity, need of a player, and disjointed storytelling prevent it from being as good as Quantic Dream's other games. While Beyond Two Souls offers a compelling emotional experience, it may leave me wanting more in terms of meaningful gameplay choices and exploration.